Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video here today from Dating Right. Let's jump right into it.
Let me tell y'all one of the main reasons I love Atlanta. In Atlanta, the lead with their pockets. I just touched down, checked in my hotel, about to go out with my friend. I'm picking up my car from valet. It's a man there waiting. The man says, "Ma'am, can I just pay for your valet?" He don't ask for my number, don't ask for my name. Can I pay for your valet? Hello, that's what I'm talking about.
I love how these women just get so excited when some random dude decides to pay for their things. And this is what men eventually realize, guys, is men realize that leading with your wallet is a completely terrible idea. It just gets you used, you get treated like trash, these women don't respect you whatsoever. And I believe this is reflected as we continue to go through this video. For example, where are the good men in Atlanta?
Hard to date out here. It's hard to date in Atlanta. It's understand where to find a good man in Atlanta. How y'all finding good?
Where are the single men at in Atlanta that are not absolutely unhinged? Where do they be at?
I had a good time. So, like, what you like to do for fun out here?
Well, I like to go to
Toast on Lennox, Juicy Crab, Buckhead Village, Opium, Run Clubs,
and
eating lamb chops and lemon drops. Oh my fucking god! I can't stand Atlanta people out here, man. Y'all. It's getting late. You want me to take you home?
Yeah. Well, no.
Can you take me to Magic City? I can't stand though.
Yeah, see, this is what a lot of men realize, right? Is that these women become so boring, they become so repetitive, they use you for the exact same things over and over, and this is why a lot of dudes decide to opt out of dating, okay? Because they understand, hey, listen, I'm just being used for where exactly it is that I can take her. They oftentimes don't give a damn about you, and so dudes end up checking out, and we end up with videos like this of this woman in her car right here saying, where are all of the good men gone? It's a tale as old as time, guys, where you have women who quite honestly push men away and then wonder where the hell they've gone. But let's continue.
I can't stand though.
Atlanta nightlife right now is not the same.
Stop it.
Especially clubs. One of the biggest clubs, one of my favorites in Atlanta, it just closed down not too long ago.
It's not Magic City, is it?
No, not Magic. Magic cool, but it's not like
Pop in, serious.
no, they doing all of that in Magic. You can have a good time in Magic actually. But Allure, that used to be my favorite club. It just closed down.
Why did they close it down?
I don't know. But now we got Onyx. Onyx, yeah, it's cool, but I don't know. Magic is cool. Nightlife in Atlanta just not the same right now though.
Yeah, it's not the same because men have decided to withdraw from participating in it. Okay, so you have these script clubs closing down because men are no longer spending money with these women. And this is what dudes eventually realize, is that it's just a complete waste of resources. It's a complete waste of your time. These women don't give a damn about you. And so men leave to find where they're appreciated.
Why? Because of the close down or just generally?
Everybody locked up.
In prison?
Everybody locked up. All the niggas with money, they
in
inside.
prison?
Everybody, it's just a drought right now.
Oh my god, free the bottle poppers! Free the bottle
Free the
poppers!
bottle poppers.
They're so important. They're such an integral part of the club life.
Maybe they'll come out in the winter. It's been real slow lately, dry.
All the bottle poppers are in jail.
Yeah.
Oh,
a
God.
lot of them, not all of them. A lot of them in jail or in hiding because they don't want to go to jail.
What's so interesting about this particular woman here, she's actually a very smart businesswoman. When she was younger, she started a very successful online business making millions of dollars. But apparently she's just like her counterparts of, you know, successful women who just love thugs and felons. Now, we know all women don't seek out the bad guy, but apparently women like her and her friends, they do.
To be honest, guys, a lot of women seek out bad men. I mean, it's not uncommon for women to have previously dated dudes who have been locked up, or to fantasize about serial schmurderers, shall we say. This is something that's very commonly reflected. You know, women will tell you that they like nice men, that they chase like nice men, but oftentimes it really isn't the case whatsoever.
And the thing about her speaking on all these drug dealers in the club spending money, she's irritated that they are not there spending money on her in the club. But it's real sad that these are the type of men that these young-minded women are attracted to.
Here in Atlanta, the girlies are the ones who approach the men.
Wait.
The mates. No.
Wait.
I'm telling you.
The girls are moving to the boys here.
Yes. And they won't say it. They don't want to come out and say it, but they do. The men here are they're just so spoiled. They are spoiled. All the girls are sharing the same man. All the girlies here, they're dating the same 3 Africans. Africans are a big thing here.
Really?
Yes.
Like Portia Williams, African.
Oh my God, they want that. And then if it's not the Africans, and yes, it has to be like the athletes. Everybody's a money guy now, a entrepreneur, an investor now. Everybody's that in Atlanta, which I don't get. But
yeah, so this is the same story which is pretty much happening everywhere, guys. And this is coming from the horse's mouth. It is not coming from me. Women are dating and chasing the same very small percentage of men. And then they sit there and they all wonder why they're single and they can't get a relationship and all men are players. You know, you have these areas, guys, where women are chasing all the exact same dudes. They all swipe on the same guys on these dating applications. They all go out and have hookups with these particular men. And of course, these men have zero reason whatsoever to commit to these women in the first place. These dudes have an incredible amount of options. These women bring oftentimes nothing to the table. And so men, you're either one of these dudes and you say, hey, listen, I've got no reason to commit to you. I've got no reason to commit to women. Or you're one of the dudes who gets no attention from women anyway because you're average and they don't care about average people. And so you just say, well, screw it. I'm not going to spend money on them. I'm not going to do all these fancy things with them. I'm opting out. And so women are left stranded and they make videos like this.
Entrepreneur, an investor now. Everybody's that in Atlanta, which I don't get. But I don't know what y'all be investing in. But yeah, be careful. Here, I just feel like the dating scene really, really caters to the men. The men don't really court. It's really weird to watch. And then
isn't it crazy how women are this damn delusional these days, right? So she thinks that because all women are chasing a very small percentage of men, that this favors men. This actually is a disadvantage for like 95% of men. But they don't even understand how the basic supply and demand works. They have no idea how this works at all. They just think, oh, me can't get commitment from man. Men equals problem. That's all that they see. They don't see the man's side. They don't see how men have it significantly worse. All they see is, hey, listen, I'm getting less attention from dudes. Men are spending less money on me. I can't get commitment from them. So obviously this is something that favors the men. Ridiculous.
It's weird to see like the women, how they will beat each other's wigs off over these dudes.
This is another example which goes to show that men are the prize. And the women in Atlanta know that because there are so many women compared to the men that these women in Atlanta know they got to compete for the men. I've been seeing this clip everywhere, and this is usually how it goes in a club. Clubs are 90% women, but even if there was some guys in there, these women wouldn't be talking to them. These women would be standing back, just standing around looking, just like, you know. And I think a lot of men are starting to shift and really look for wives. That's why a lot of guys are going out of the country, but a smart man is not going to go to a club looking for a wife.
First of all,
yeah, you're not going to find wives in these places. I totally agree with this. This is why men are looking elsewhere. They're going to other countries. They're leaving America. They're leaving Western society to actually find women who are wives. But this guy makes a good point, guys. Even if the women vastly outnumber the men, and they're the ones who are desperate for commitment, who are looking for a relationship, or who are looking for a man to take them seriously, they still don't approach most times. They still don't make things happen most times. You know, oftentimes the best you'll get is they'll display like very high levels of interest in you if you're very attractive, but you still have to make everything happen because you're the man. You have to take on all the risk of rejection, of being accused of certain things. You're the one that has to progress it forward. Why? Because you're the dude, and women will oftentimes never really risk rejection if they can actually help doing it. So it's crazy to me. You have all of these desperate women, and to be honest, not a lot of them will instigate anything. It's all on you still, despite the fact that nobody wants to date them realistically. Let's keep going.
I've never, I'm looking at all 3 cameras when I say this, I've never, ever have visited a fucking city to where a large majority, like Atlanta, a lot of people are looking to get their rent paid. And it's actually fucking crazy.
Bro. Absolutely crazy.
A long time ago when I first moved here, bro, the shit blew my fucking mind. I was laying in bed with some girl, bro. Laying in bed, as I'm about to go to sleep, she says, why the fuck am I even here? I said, man, hold on, wait. What you mean? Like, what you mean? She was like, I came all the way to your crib, and I could have been with some niggas that was at the club just now that would have Richard Millies and if they would pay my rent. I said, yo, if you want to go, like, you can go. So that was an alley-oop for me to pay her rent.
How long did y'all know each other? Did she
Bro, I barely know this bitch, bro.
Did she go or did she stay?
No, she stayed. She definitely stayed. You feel what I'm saying? But that's...
Yeah, the reason why she stayed, by the way, is because she didn't have any dudes to pay her rent. Yes, there is always some sucker out there, but sometimes women have to really dig through to find that particular sucker who's going to pay her rent. You know, this guy, if you're unfamiliar with this guy, he's a very large streamer. His name is Kai Sinat, I believe. Very large streamer, incredibly wealthy. So the women are just there, obviously, trying to get money from him. And this happens to a lot of men, okay? Women will try and use men for their resources, and they'll say, oh, well, I have all of these other options and dudes who are willing to pay my bills. Okay, go find them then. I don't give a damn. I really don't. And half these women are lying anyway. Like, they're still in the process of manipulating some simp to pay their rent for them. Like, go out and have fun. I don't give a damn. Neither does this guy. Many men don't care. You start to come to men who you barely know, by the way, with like mini ultimatums like this, just go away. Nobody cares about you, particularly the men. Just go away.
That's one time. There was another time that was fucking hilarious to me. I got into a heated argument one time with a girl because she wanted me to pay for her nails and her hair. And I just couldn't. She said, if you drive off right now, we're done.
Okay.
I said, Sports Plus. I put my shit in Sports Plus and got up out of there. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, bro. Got up out of there.
Nails in the hair?
Bro, I'm not doing that, bro, unless you my girl.
I just want to highlight before we even continue to this next clip, which looks rather terrifying here. This guy, let me just say this. This guy is incredibly wealthy. He makes like more money than most people can even dream of making in their entire lifetime. This guy is absolutely loaded. Now, let me just put this forward here, okay? This guy will not pay for the women's nails and hair and stuff like that because he's being used. But oftentimes women will say, oh, you don't want to do this for me because you're broke. Okay, explain this then. You have a dude who has so much money, he probably doesn't even know what to do with it, and he still won't pay your stuff. So that argument doesn't really fly. You see a lot of women try and shame men into buying things for them, and if you don't buy it, well, they'll be like, oh, you're broke, or you don't have money. Let me just say this. There are dudes out there who have a stupid amount of money, and you would never even know, a lot of them, and they still won't buy your stuff. Why? Because you're insufferable, and you're trying to use them. So try again with the shaming language. Let's continue.
Do y'all ever look at your check and just be like, I'm so happy that I'm a woman? Because, like, sometimes you're making the same amount as a man and, like, they pay for fucking everything. I mean, like, everything. Just think about it. Like, when you go on a date, first date, like, obviously, if a man doesn't pay, you're not going to give him a second date. But just
Oh, obviously, you absolute queen. Again, guys, I really want to highlight this. Every time I hear one of these clowns say this, they will say, hey, listen, I'm not going to give you a second date unless you pay the bill. If you're a man and you're if that woman is genuinely interested in you, if she's attracted to you, she doesn't care if you don't even take her out on a date in the first place. This is lies that men are sold because they want to have those good little simps. They want to have orbiters. They want to have dudes who will give them crap. The men who are attractive to these women don't pay a damn thing. And guess what? These women still chase them. I'm so sick of hearing this stuff. Oh, if a man doesn't pay the bill, then I won't do this, says the woman who's been with like 5,000 dudes, none of which had to pay anything for her. So listen, if you want a man to pay for your stuff, men are typically only willing to pay, at least self-respecting ones, what the previous man paid. Now, if you mean to tell me that in order for me to make you my girlfriend and I'm going to take you seriously and I have to pay for everything, but the last guy who you had a hookup with didn't have to pay for anything, you can get the hell out of here with that nonsense.
Imagine if you and this man make the same amount of money and he's expected to pay for like first, second, third date and like the majority of stuff. Like, of course we pay for stuff too, but like...
No, you don't.
The guys are just expected. Like, if a guy does not pay for the first date, are you gonna go back out with him? No, probably not. Now, imagine your salary, but having to actually spend it on somebody else and still keep up the expensive habits that you have. Like, still keeping up your makeup, still keeping up your hair. The hair is expensive. We already know how much hair is.
I mean, do we? Like, what? I don't even know what's going on with this woman's hair. I have no idea. Is this like fake hair? I don't know, man. These women spend so much money on hair, and it's like their hair isn't even real. So, like, what's the point? I don't know what's going on with these women, to be honest with you. But yeah, by the way, men spend this much money and they still get completely and utterly used for it. And then these women wonder why dudes don't want to deal with them anymore. Oh, you're not a real man unless you pay for dates. Okay, see you later. I don't care. You know, and many men don't care because you're not the type of woman that a man should be paying for anyway.
Still keeping up, I don't know, whatever your bad habit, mine is travel, whatever. And having to include another person. Like, damn, when that bill come, like, ugh. This motherfucker hungry again? Damn. God knows my heart. You know I couldn't take no extra struggle.
I think that was a very good point that she brought up, especially when a lot of women will love to brag about the fact that they make more money than the man that they are dating. So that's why I think we do see a lot of guys willing to go 50-50 and, you know, split the bill on a date, stuff like that, because guys are just sick or tired of the nonsense. Because a lot of guys are sick of dealing with ungrateful women who don't appreciate the fact that this man took her out, showed her a good time. We got a lot of women displaying ungrateful qualities, and a lot of men are just sick of it.
Yeah, so not only, right, do you have to pay for everything as a dude, but nobody even appreciates you for doing it anyway. I mean, again, this is a very hard sell to men. Okay, men, you have to go out there, you have to pay for everything, you have to be chivalrous, you have to do all of this stuff, right? Why? Because you're a man, and in return, you get a woman who's ungrateful, who's been with a whole bunch of dudes already, who hasn't been required to do any of that stuff. So no thank you. Let's keep going.
Asking me why I don't go on dates. I had a date today, right? A little lunch date. She said 2 o'clock, it's 2:20. The question is, do I still pay for the bill that she showed up 20 minutes late?
No, you should have left.
I'm gonna let you answer that.
Why are you still there, man?
I'm not doing it. Another 10 minutes, I'm about to leave.
No, sir. Why are you waiting even longer? This is the problem that I have with dudes, man. Right? Is men will just put up with so much nonsense. It's been 20 minutes and she's not there, and you're considering waiting another 10 minutes. I wish that dudes had more self-respect, man. I wish that men actually cared about themselves more, because this is not the behavior of somebody who cares about themselves. I really do. I think the main problem that dudes have, right? You can take this with a grain of salt, just an animated vampire here talking my thoughts. But I think a lot of guys really don't care about themselves enough. Like, they actually don't. The people, right? Women get advice all day. Oh, self-love, you know, this, that. I think men are the ones who need to develop maybe a little bit of self-love. I wouldn't even use the word self-love. I'd just say some self-respect, man. The woman's late on the date, you just get up and leave. Like, you don't owe this woman anything.
That's what I mean, y'all. Y'all be messing up a good thing. A good dude out here, man. Y'all want to be 20 minutes late for whatever reason.
Why every time I come in the house, you dancing and shit? You ain't never dance when the fuck I'm here?
I'm grown. I can dance when I want to. You toxic as fuck. I'm done with you. I don't want to be with you no more.
Yes, the straight away, straight to the yelling. Get the hell out of the house then.
I swear to God. Okay, I'm straight on you. I'm straight on you.
Give me back the phone that I bought you, Miss Smart Ass Mouth. Give me the keys to the car that I bought your ass. And give me the motherfucking goddamn watch.
Wow, you're petty.
If you showing off
petty.
Yes, the man is petty.
Matter of fact, give me that damn hair that I bought you.
Ooh.
No way.
Rest in peace.
I dated a professional athlete, great at what he does. There's not a lot of room for emotion to be involved. It's either true or it's not true, or you're gonna get your neck broken. He could date whoever he wanted or sleep with whoever he wanted. And we were like arguing about something, and I was like, well, why would you date me? If like, I'm the person you date if you want like a challenge. And he just went,
Men don't want a challenge. Like, this woman is misrepresenting this already. I guarantee you the dude wasn't out here saying that he wanted a challenge. Men don't want a woman who's going to challenge them, right? We don't want to... This guy's like a professional athlete. He gets challenged probably every day. He doesn't want to come home to you, who's also challenging him.
why would any man want a challenge in their relationship? In that moment was like, oh my God, I thought it was hot to you. I thought it was like what guys wanted. I thought it was like feisty. Like, I apologize.
Well, especially if you're dating somebody that is high performing in any realm, has goals. If you're working that hard in the office, you really want to come home and be like, right, there's that to-do list done. I wonder what fires I need to fight when I step through the front door as well.
Yeah, no man wants to do this, guys. Like, oh, men need to handle me. I need a man who's going to handle me. Woman, no man wants to handle a woman, especially the dudes who go out here and they work hard. It's crazy to me how women just, they don't listen to this, they don't understand it whatsoever, and they think that being difficult is somehow attractive to guys. Men are not interested in some form of challenge. Crazy to me that it's even still discussed, to be honest. What is this? Woman explains how she went through 900 men on dating app, but only matched with 2. So your average woman, essentially, on a dating app.
We need to talk about the state of dating. I actually went through 900 men on Hinge. That doesn't count the ones that I swiped through first, and I only matched with 2. Before
sounds like a you problem.
Lower your standards. I did that for 10 years. Look at where it got me. And then I raised my standards and okay, I'm getting love bombed and ghosted. I know I cannot be the only person dating that is like, what the fuck is this? How are there so many people on planet Earth? So many people on dating apps. Yet we're all struggling. What baffles me even more, the people that aren't struggling. I have plenty of people that have met their significant other and have been happily married now for like even years from dating apps. They obviously work, but why aren't they working for me?
Because you're a psycho, and because your quote-unquote definition of standards is how attractive a man is. You didn't up your standards, you just upped how attractive the man has to be for you, right? Like, women conflate standards in behavior with standards in terms of physical attraction. You're chasing highly attractive men who have a whole bunch of options, and guess what? You being a psycho probably doesn't help those men choose you out of all of the options that they do indeed have. I mean, that's just the way it is, guys. Women are out here every day chasing the men who are highly attractive and then complaining that they can't lock those same men down. Wild, I know.
Yeah. I'm really not asking for a lot either. I'm just asking to be treated with respect.
Yeah, again, guys, don't fall for this crap, okay? This woman is just asking to be treated with respect. But the question is, who is she asking to be treated with respect by? The answer is highly attractive men. These highly attractive men are not interested in taking you out on dates and buying you flowers, madam. They're not interested in quote-unquote respecting you. They are there for one thing and one thing only, which is a bit of fun. That's all. If you were to choose men who are more on your level, attractive-wise, then probably you would get dates and things like this. I mean, a lot of dudes are walking away from dating, but if you cannot get commitment and these sorts of things out of men, then to be honest, you're shopping out of your price range. But you don't want to hear that. You think that because you can end up in his bedroom, that means that he's interested in you. It doesn't.
Okay, here's the myth. You're not gonna like it, but here's the myth. God is preparing a man for you. Incorrect. Biblically speaking, the Bible says that God created Eve for Adam, not Adam for Eve. I'm gonna let you sit on that for a couple seconds. God created Eve for Adam, not Adam for Eve. So the one God is preparing is you. You have to understand that God prepares you as a woman to come into the life of a man, to be a helpmate, to bring value into his life. to be able to allow him and encourage him to do what God has destined for him to do. But as a woman that is unprepared, what happens is instead of allowing the man to do what God has called him to do, you make it all about you. And you want the man to make you his God. It was never planned that way. As a woman, you need to align with your man, and both of you need to serve God, because that is what God ordained, for man and woman to join together and serve God.
Just by the way, all of the women who actually need to hear a message like this, religious or otherwise, are never going to listen to this stuff. They're never going to listen to sense. Right? Why? Because modern women genuinely do believe that it's all about them. They're not interested in helping men. They're not interested in providing value to a man. And this is why a lot of men are completely done with modern women. Guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to leave your own thoughts and comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next episode. Peace.